Welcome back to Pop Culture Explosion. I'm Mike, and I'm here with Paul.
Here at Pop Culture Explosion, we watch all 15 MCU movies. We get excited, we are passionate, and then we share our thoughts with you. Mike, what are we talking about today?
Today, we are talking about Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
Yes, we just saw this movie. It is fresh for both Mike and I, and here we are going to share with you a spoiler-free review. So if you have not watched this movie yet, you are in safe company. So Mike, let's just get into it.
All right, we're going to get into it. We're going to start with we're going to have a bunch of categories, and we're going to start with, Paul, entertainment value. Tell me about it.
From the beginning, from the moment it started to the moment it ended, I was thoroughly entertained. Both Christine and I, it was like we were in a time warp, and 2 hours just, boom, it was done.
Absolutely. I couldn't have said it better. It's one of those where you got to watch. It's chock full of Easter eggs and all kinds of good stuff. I mean, it's definitely one of those you're going to watch over and over again. So let's talk about characters. I think this was the whole thing with this movie is character development. And that's what it was about to me. Diving into these characters, and this is what movies don't do enough of. And we get it with a bunch of them. We get it with Peter Quill. We get it with Gamora and Nebula, and it goes on and on. A little backstory with Rocket and Yondu.
I mean, relationships were really fleshed out in this movie. I mean, we have the relationship between Gamora and her sister Nebula. We have the relationship between Rocket and
Yondu.
We have this relationship between Star-Lord and his father. We have the relationship between Drax and Mantis. And I was amazed that they were to fit all those relationships and the growth in all those relationships in this movie in such an entertaining way.
So amazing. I mean, wow. All right, so moving on. Talk about the acting a little bit. Obviously, top notch. I mean, are there any nuances or things that you noticed maybe with performances?
Drax, by far. I mean, you look at this guy. This guy's he's a wrestler. I mean, what's his past? I mean, he gave me such a convincing character of a guy that can both express wisdom and ignorance at the exact same time. Drax blew me away.
I have to say, obviously, Baby Groot stole the show to me. I know you have. It's a hard choice. You got Rocket, of course, who's amazing. I could watch him all day. Who else?
Well, how about Rocket? I mean, there was that moment when him and
Yondu
were having that conversation, and there was so much vulnerability between those two characters.
It was deep.
Blown away.
That's what, and
yes.
That was, like I said, this is the key to this film is the characters. And I think that's what's missing from a lot of films today. So, and we've got, again, with the acting, I mean, there's no complaints about it. I mean, everybody did their very best. Soundtrack, awesome.
The music was amazing, and every song.
And I'm hearing songs like George Harrison. I think it's called "I Love You, Lord" or something like that. I mean, just to see this modern science fiction, crazy, special effects, and then you have it set to this tone of like the 70s or whatever, even, it just blows me away. It's like the movie was made for me or something.
So Mike, we saw the movie. Would you recommend this to your friends and family?
Absolutely. I've been telling everybody about it, and it's obviously, on our Facebook, and it's gonna be, we're gonna do these reviews on YouTube. So yeah, this movie opened with 140 million.
And we're almost at 500 million worldwide, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Now, do you need to be a fan of the MCU? Do you need to watch the original Guardians of the Galaxy to enjoy this movie?
No, you can go in and just watch it fresh. I mean, no big deal. Obviously, the backstory is a build-up, and you're going to enjoy it even that much more, but you do not need to be a previous Marvel fan.
Agreed. So with that being said, on a scale of 1 to 10, Mike, what would you rate this?
Obviously, 10 or above.
10.
10, no
This is
question.
the first MCU review where you and I are both a solid 10 for the movie.
Are you sure? Did we?
I'm dead positive.
All right.
And but guys, if you want, fact check me on that, and you can check our past MCU reviews and correct me if I'm wrong. So with that being said,
Peace
peace
out.
out.